Good morn, weary viewer. It is I, and I have returned, as is traditional every week. So it's a bit grey today. It's Saturday, and we are going to go back to Westfield where I was yesterday, hilariously, but to get free cake from John Lewis and see John Lewis, which is now there, which wasn't before. And then we're going out for dinner in Twickenham this evening, in the alfresco dining malarkey. And maybe, just maybe, we might get to look at some new cars as well. So all in all, it's shaping up to be quite a good day.
Welcome to another episode of Toby's Stupid Vlog.
Good morning from the terrace of the new John Lewis. I say morning, it's almost afternoon. There's old BBC TV centre. Isn't that weird? It's now like shops and flats and things. And it looks like there's a load of beekeepers on the roof. Don't know what that is. Anyway, there's a little picnic area down here. Doesn't feel super summery, but it'd look good if it was. And here we are, John Lewis Cafe. It's nice. I've never been to this new bit of Westfield before, and it's quite impressive. I mean, this whole area has undergone such a massive change since I moved back to London, frankly. I mean, the amount of redevelopment, as you can see, is nuts. It's not never-ending. Housing just appearing everywhere, and this is all like industrial land, derelict space, so it's just transformed the area totally. So we were just in the showroom for Honda to have a look at some of the Hondas, and now we've come to VW. It turns out we're probably going to do every single car today at some point. And now Kia. Continuing the tour. So we've now sat in VW Touareg, T-Roc, Tiguan, Kia Sportage, Kia Sportage Sport, which was horrible, and now we've come to sit in a Q3. And obviously at the Honda garage we sat in a HRV and a CRV, which are probably still the best so far. Because you can never have too many showrooms. This is what, the fourth, fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Brilliant, fifth. Church Street, burrata on a pizza, excellence. Morning from the sublime to the ridiculous. Here we are in Ealing Broadway, capital of the world, and I'm about to get on a train which is going to Henley-on-Thames via Twyford, where I'm going to meet Tom and Steve, and we're going to carry on our Thames Walk. I need to look up when we did the last leg, but I reckon it's now 2 years ago, which is pretty poor, but you know, been a couple of things in the way, so we will resume. So I'm at Twyford. This is, well, obviously we changed for the Henley branch, as it says, one of the many weird branch lines in this part of the world, because the main line basically follows London to Bristol. It kind of follows the M4, but all of the little bits along the Thames obviously jut out, so they have loads of branch lines. Anyway, it's all working so far. Weather is unpredictable, but I'll take it. I think I worked out when the last time we did a section of this walk was, and I think it's the 3rd of September 2016, so nearly 2 years ago, which is quite alarming. And it was very similar actually. There was one point there was a massive downpour, but hopefully we won't have that today. It's a lovely, lovely little doer-upper there. Could definitely do something with that. Bustling old Henley. Some nice yachts. This is a very random diagonal bridge to get us across the river. Now that is the boat I want there.
That's a James Bond style boat.
Yeah, that's like a Venetian classic.
But Toby, you'd have to live on your own private island in the middle of the Thames if you had that
Oh,
boat.
woe is me. I'm sure I'll make it work. Check this out. Somebody's built a train station / track in their house because, well, obviously you would, wouldn't you, if you could? That is absolutely bonkers. How do we get to go on this train track? Clearly they don't want you because this chicken wire is pretty intense.
There's a little station there.
I know.
Do you reckon it's steam powered?
Yeah, so much for this dark, overcast coldness. It's now hot and sunny and warm.
They said high to 25 today in certain forecasts. Worn shorts.
God, it's hot. Well, we just had lunch. Nice place. Check out the.
That girl was hot as well.
Yeah, that's the important thing, Steve.
Which one?
You've nailed the important criteria.
No.
That's where it is, right on the Thames. Beautiful, and it's a lovely day as well. So we're most of the way to Reading at this point. I can hear noises and sounds that sounds like people on the river, which is possible, I guess. I'm trying to remember the name of the place where we stopped to have lunch. Obviously you saw the name of the pub, but I can't remember the name of the town. The town is very pretty indeed, and worthy of us coming back. Is this Rewind Festival that we caught up to? I had no idea. Well, I'll show you when we get there. Anyway, here's a big field. Yeah, it's a dragon boat racing festival. That's what's happening here.
See that from the motorway?
Yes. Local landmarks.
This is near where James works.
Well, we obviously made it to Reading. And now we're leaving. Happy Monday. I've come back into Kew to do some steps. I've been into town this morning to pick up my chronograph from Watches of Switzerland. It's amazing. It looks beautiful. I don't know when I'm going to wear it because I need to be feeling quite opulent. But I'll show it to you when I get back. For the time being now, I've got to do like 5,000 steps. Despite the fact that I think we did 28,000 yesterday, which is pretty good going. But, you know, I was bedridden for 4 days, so I'm playing catch up a bit. I think I've done enough walking. My neck's just a bit stiff. This is the residual sort of feeling I've been left with, sort of post the shingles sort of leaving my body. But a lot of the nerve endings are still really twitchy. And it's somewhere between a tingling and an aching sensation. It's quite mild. When you're doing something else, you don't notice it. But as soon as you stop, you do notice it, and that means also when you're trying to sleep, you notice it a lot. It's just a bit annoying. It's nowhere near as bad. It's a perfectly decent trade-off, really, but it is annoying, and I need to go and do some exercises at home. Good morning. It's Wednesday, and today I'm going to work. That wouldn't usually be a particularly amazing thing, except that it's been 13 days since I've been into work because of, you know, the old shingles and the recovery and what have you. And today I feel alright. Now that's not to say that I feel back to 100%, because it does take a couple of weeks. I've still got a tingly neck, but I do feel like a functioning member of society, which is the first time in a while. And I feel like I can actually do some work without having to lie down. So this is all big steps. I'm very pleased. The thing that's been most annoying about this whole process is I hate taking painkillers. I hate it, and I've had to take a lot, and that hasn't been fun, but they have worked, so, you know, small mercy. So I've got a few days of sorting out these videos that we filmed a couple of weeks ago, learning English language, and then probably one day of sorting out the Belgian Grand Prix malarkey, which I think is pretty straightforward, but time will tell. And then Saturday, or next vlog as far as you're concerned, is family holiday. So we went to Switzerland on our own this year, but their family's gathering in Shropshire for a few days, starting on Saturday, so that should be very nice. Although the weather will be not dissimilar to this, sort of cloudy and about 18 degrees, but you know, that's English summer, isn't it? I think we've all forgotten that. Good evening from Wellington. We're here this evening to go round to Vino's house for a bit of dinner. I've just been at USP all day trying to solve F1 problems, which I haven't yet done. I am, however, moderately confident that I'll come up with some sort of solution. The problem is all the protagonists in my problem solving have all been in the States, and so time zones have been annoying. So most of the morning I could only speak to half of them who have a 24-hour service, and then this afternoon I got to speak to the other half and think I might have got somewhere, but I can't test it until I couldn't test it in the office, bizarrely, because I need to be outside the network to see whether it works. But anyway, that's what I've been up to today, and yesterday I was web vidding hard. So tomorrow I think I'm somehow got myself into daytime babysitting, which is not helpful when I need to do loads of packing, but you know, one problem at a time. Hello there, it's me from the future, come back to do a word of the week as is traditional now, because I get caught up on Fridays and forget. So Friday has been all about babysitting, so I figured word of the week should be parent, seeing as that is what I've been a surrogate of essentially all day. So first of all, in German, parent is das Elternteil. Das Elternteil. Actually, if it's plural, it's die Eltern, but das Elternteil is the parent, singular. And in Italian, parent is il genitori. Il genitori, which is parent in Italian. And that was this week's word of the week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you will subscribe, and then you can join me next week when I will be here in this house in the Shropshire Hills with a tree house. So that's worth it, surely. I'll see you then. Laters.
Toby Stupid Vlog.